Well, speaking of the spookiness, we're approaching All Hallows Eve. Children throughout the area will be gearing up to dress like little ghosts and goblins. But it's also a time when many believe the border between the physical and the spiritual worlds become blurred. Our Victoria Bailey spent the day visiting some places that have had reports of paranormal activity. She's joining us now live from Friendship Cemetery, just one stop on the haunted tour. Victoria?
Cemetery, I'm told that the ghost of a Confederate soldier still roams these grounds above the grave today. Now, I hope that we don't encounter him, but I do know that I saw for myself that this is just one of the haunted places in our area.
Halloween's just a good time to remember the old stories.
But for the Golden Triangle area, the stories derive from facts. I set out this morning to take a look at what paranormal activities have been recorded in our area, and the first stop was Waverly Mansion.
The story is that a little girl was visiting this house with her mother, and they ended up spending the night, and the little girl had an accident. She got out of bed, ran up one of the staircases. Apparently she fell down the staircase and broke her neck. People say that in the Red Room they can hear her crying, "Mama, Mama." Others say that she climbs into the bed up there and leaves the imprint of her little body.
Waverly Mansion at one point was a 2,000-acre cotton plantation built in 1840. The next stop was right up the street in the murky waters of a well-known river.
The Tombigbee River. There was a steamboat landing there, and there are all sorts of ghost stories that deal with steamboats on the Tombigbee. And there at the bridge was known because many people drowned there in the 1800s.
The last location took us 4 miles north of Columbus to where Ward calls the oldest ghost story in the area, dating back to 1818.
On the Black Creek Bridge on the old military road, 3 soldiers helping build the military road, and the creek behind us was flooded, and they were ordered to cross the creek, and they drowned. And from that date on, it was said that 10 feet up in the air, about the height of the roadbed here, you would see these soldiers riding black horses on stormy nights, riding down the road, trying to get out of the flooded creek.
History.com reports since ancient times, ghost stories have been a part of human culture. But if it's so scary, what keeps folks flocking to the actual haunted houses?
The fun thing about stories like this is they send chills down your spine, but they're based on fact. There's a grain of truth in them.
Now, in an article released in 2010 called The Southern Spirit Guide to Ghost Hauntings of the American South, Columbus is documented as the best documented city in the state as far as ghost hauntings. In Friendship Cemetery, I'm Victoria Bailey for WCBI News.